Hey, this is Marilyn Gigliotti.
Hey, this is Brian O'Halloran.
Hey, everybody. My name is Scott Schiaffo, actor best known as the Chulies Gum Guy from the film Clerks.
And welcome to Clerks Minute.
You're listening to Clerks Minute.
And I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Hi, this is Mike Zapsik from AMC's Comic Book Man, the podcast I Sell Comics, and the Ming and Mike Show. And you're listening to Clerks Minute. What's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from AMC's Comic Book Man. You got a minute? Good, because you're listening to Clerks Minute.
Hey, this is Walt Flanagan, the Lon Chaney of the 90s, and you are listening to Clerks Minute.
And welcome to Clerks Minute, where we break down the 2006 Kevin Smith sequel, Clerks 2, Silence of the Lambs, minutes at a time. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
And what the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
And we'll get to that in a minute, though. Our last episode, we had Danny Ryan, and we were talking about the ass-to-mouth conversation, the infamous one. But we start this at the tail end of that, and Becky tells Dante, because we're between friends, sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's forgivable to go ass to mouth.
And
Randall does hear that. Randall hears that, and he loves it.
I just wonder what paper he's reading.
I don't know. I didn't notice that. So I did not notice that. We'll go back and we'll check. While we do that, let's cut outside to the wonderful world of Jay and Silent Bob. Again, in their own little world, doing their own little thing.
Okay, seriously, that's what they should actually call any spin-off media with Jay and Silent Bob, the wonderful world of Jay and Silent Bob.
Well, if Jay and Silent Bob, what is the new movie? Jay and Silent Bob reboot?
Yeah.
That's already a thing, so. By the way, the guys over at Jay and Silent Bob Minute, I was talking to them recently.
Yeah.
And they're stopping their show at Clerks 2. They can't do that now because there's a new View Askew movie coming out either this year or early next year.
Yeah.
So, it's funny how that happens. Anyway, so we cut outside, and Jay's fucking bored.
Yeah.
And bored is the first step on the road to release.
Relapse.
Sorry. Try that again.
Yeah.
Bored is the first step on the road to relapse. So, Kyle, why don't you tell everyone what the fuck happened here?
Okay, Bob throws a cigarette on the ground. He walks off screen while Jay's just looking around nervously at the camera. And then he walks in with the same boombox from the original Clerks.
Which comes in handy later in the movie. But for now, he turns on the boombox.
And then we hear...
I got the song here. The song is on the soundtrack, for people that want to know. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, almost every song on the soundtrack except one. And we'll get to that later in the film. But this is Q Larvis and Garvey singing Goodbye Horses. And boy, this is uncomfortable to watch it a bit.
And the whole thing is a shout-out to Buffalo Bill and Silence of the Lambs.
I haven't seen Silence of the Lambs in a long time, so why don't you explain that to people that don't know the reference
he basically does this odd little dance to Goodbye Horses, even has the same line that Jay does, which is, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard. So this straight out line, Silence of the Lambs is what you're telling me. And he ends it by tucking his dick between his legs to basically make himself look like a female, which we'll see later, which we haven't gotten to yet. But he does Jay does squeeze his nipples, which much like Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, it's straight up. It's what you're telling me. It's straight out. It's cool. Yeah. Okay, I'm just letting you explain it. You're the movie guy, so I like to have you explain this stuff to people. It's the Clerks Silence of the Lambs crossover that nobody wanted, but you enjoy it because it's Jay. I would pay to hear Jay do the. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. But sir, it puts the fucking lotion on its skin. So, while Jay's doing his dance, and we'll get back to Jay in our next episode, more than likely. We come back to Becky's office. Oh, by the way, it is disturbing that Jay is doing this in the Got Christ t-shirt. I just gotta admit, it's kind of disturbing. Even more. What? Jesus would totally be down for that. You know what's funny? Weirdly enough, I'm not even sure at this point. If it's in the Bible, I don't know. There's weird shit in the Bible if you learned earlier in the movie. And Christ said unto his disciples, would you fucketh me? I would fucketh me. I would fucketh me hard. very funny.
And then Christ proceeded to squeeze at his nipples.
It's making it for me. This part is fantastic. All right. Becky's office, and much like in the first movie where we just get people randomly working, we get about 15, 20 seconds of Becky reading mail. Just annoyingly reading mail. Which I think is pretty funny when you're breaking down a movie. I'm sorry. I'm rewinding the movie on the TV screen right now to get to something we were mentioning earlier in the episode. Yeah. And so we're watching Jay putting on the chapstick in reverse.
So he's putting the chapstick back in the tube, somehow completely violating the laws of physics.
Or else it gets the hose again.
It puts the chapstick on its lips or else it gets the hose again. It puts the fucking chapstick on its lips!
By the way, does that say Return of the Jedi? That's not Jedi.
Yeah.
It says Return Yeti. Oh, wow. I just read his jacket. Anyway, let's get back to Becky's office, and we'll get back to what you asked about with Randall as soon as they get there. DVD player is moving really slow. So Becky's reading the mail, and then Dante pops in to chit-chat.
But apparently she got a piece of mail that upset her because the first word she said, first word out of her mouth after she finished reading it is shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. She calls Dante the escape artist, which I think is funny. Yeah. As someone who did move out of New Jersey to go somewhere else, it is pretty funny how much shit I got for moving when I did. So I got that a lot from my friends, so I get that.
It's that crab in a barrel mentality.
Well, it's one of those, like, I was the first one of our group to move.
Yeah.
I was the first one. So it's like, oh, shit, you're leaving? Oh, shit. I'm going too.
It really is that crab in a barrel mentality, though.
So, okay, not the escape artist. And apparently, I actually can feel Becky here. He sits and says, you've been gone for the last month, which is an honest statement. You know, it's like we're recording this right before I'm ready to go on vacation, which is why we're banging a lot of episodes out. And I'm pretty much in vacation mode at work already. I'm already in vacation mode. It's like, I'm just going to do my work and go home. I get it, 100%. So, Dante left a forwarding address on Becky's desk for where to send his final check, which, by the way, very responsible of Dante to do that. I'm not going to lie. It's a very responsible thing for him to do. And apparently, Becky gets a nice laugh out of the fact that they're moving into Emma's parents' house.
Yeah.
So they're moving in there until the wedding, and then he hears, rumor innuendo, is that after the wedding, they're giving them a house. What the fuck? How rich is this fucking family? And we'll get into this in the next episode, obviously, in our next couple of minutes, because I know we get into the conversation. So, by the way, we rewound.
Oh, it looks like a tabloid.
The tabloid, and I'm trying to read the headline, and it says, town slapped with a lawsuit. What? Random? Okay, thank you, Randall. Yeah. And I do love the fact that he's sitting in front of a sign of the building with, like, caution tape in front of it.
Must have been when the building was under construction.
I like that, though. It's a nice detail. Yeah. It's a nice little detail, like the history of the store. I like that. Very cool. But, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what actual paper that is, but I can't tell what it is. But that's what it is. It says town is slapped with a lawsuit. Why not? I don't even want to know the story behind that.
They take down the horrifying picture of the aftermath of the Great Grease Fire of 1981.
Grease Fire of 1981? Yeah. Is that a reference to something that I'm missing?
No, I just made it.
Okay. You never know. You never know with you, so that's why I ask. You never know. So that's that. We'll hear more about Emma's parents and Becky's dislike of them in our next episode. We're going to be guest-free again on Monday. It would just be you and me on Monday.
Maybe Becky's supposed to be like Veronica Lodge, and her parents are Hiram and what's-her-face?
I can't think of the name. I know you're talking about it. It's from Archie. I get it. And Riverdale. I get it. But there you go. We'll get back into this on Monday. Continue on. Just me and Kyle. We'll have more guests coming on next week. I'll tell you about that on our next episode.
Oh, wait. If Becky is Betty and Emma's Veronica, Betty, no doubt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, do you? Okay. Quick diversion here. I do watch Riverdale.
Yeah.
I do watch Riverdale.
Yeah.
And fuck, Betty and Veronica in that show are fucking fucking hot as hell. Like, both of them. I would not have an issue with either one. I'm not going to lie. Holy shit, they're hot in that show. And I probably because it's a CW show.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I don't honestly care at all. Anyway, let's wrap this up. We are part of the Filling Boy Podcast Network. I say it all the time, but I'm going to keep saying it. This is a Friday, so right after you listen to this show, go listen to me over on the Blake and Sal Show. Yay. Yeah. And also, every other Friday, hear me on No Days But Today, a rant retrospective with my wife, Mandy. Till Monday, have a good weekend, everybody, and thank you so much for listening. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
And have a good weekend. Have a good day.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard.
Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts, rolling blunts and smoking.